Hello. Sorry, I've got all my D&D stuff on the table right now. Oh gosh. Went a little bit crazy, I think. Boy. Well, if you joined me on my singing adventure, thanks for that. I'm sure it was quite an experience. Now, I have to get set up again for doing my sewing. Alright, we're getting our iron. Hello. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, oh gosh, I have all this stuff on the table. So I got a new board game called Cottage Garden, and it's kind of got Tetris pieces on it and stuff like that. So I don't know, I may have mentioned before, I work at a board game library, and so we have also games for sale. This is reminiscent of another game I have called Patchwork, and it is not the same, though it has like the same little configuration of tiles that you use. It's a lot more complicated and involved, and the instructions are very poorly written. But I got it anyway because the owner was selling it to me for $20, because it wasn't really moving. So I took it off his hands for 20 bucks. Now, I don't know where to put it. I think we have a few too many board games right now. We're kind of nuts about that. So then I have all my D&D stuff out here. So I got this a long time ago when a store was getting rid of their stock, and I know that they're supposed to destroy inventory so that it doesn't go out there, but I convinced my friend, instead of destroying it, to give it to me. And so I acquired this. I acquired the City of Ravens Bluff book. Hey guys! Arcano and Melon, thanks for joining me again. I'm just showing off my D&D stuff because it was still on the table. So of course I have my Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide, and I was working on game. We usually have games on Sundays. That might end up changing. I did want to say something about if you like D&D at all. So I think we did talk about that a little bit. This is supposed to be a supplement on just one city in the Forgotten Realms, which is the world of Faerun. And I used to have a beautiful giant map of Faerun. So that's where like Neverwinter Nights takes place. That's where you have Candlekeep and all those places. If you ever play Forgotten Realms or read it, I used to read it a lot too. But this is like supposed to be a very in-depth supplement sourced by many different players who added their own part of the mythos to this city called Ravens Bluff. And it came with this full-size map of the city in a poster, which I think is super cool. I want to put that on the wall somewhere. I think it's so neat. Sea of Fallen Stars. So I think what this does, it's actually, this is the coastline and it goes like this. North is that way. I'm a huge D&D nerd, so fantasy maps and city maps like this excite me. Okay, wait, this is supposed to be folded like this first, and then like this. Nope, and then like this. Ah, and like this. Yeah, this came in the back of this book. So someday it will go on my wall. Okay, but for now I need to put all this stuff away. Why do I have 3 notebooks? Because apparently I can't decide which one I like better, so I use all 3 and jot down notes in no particular order. Okay, let's put this on the shelf here. Over next to the monster manual. There. Perfect. And then this is my giant binder full of all the information from my own campaign. I created my own world, its own world history, lots of graph paper, designed this temple thing, and just so much superfluous stuff. Okay. we're gonna put that all away now because we're doing crafting! Yay, crafting! Oh, put that there. There we go. I just realized I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, so the supplements that I was showing you for the Forgotten Realms and the Draconomicon, that is from AD&D 2nd edition. So I acquired them thinking that it might have good reference material in there for just anything, and I think I'm right, because I think it's pretty easy now to just take an adventure as is, even old supplements, and like kind of update it to fit the 5th edition model. Since 5th edition makes things so much simpler, it's really easy to just, and also just the information in there is useful for if you're building your own adventure. Oh, also, hang on. So here is the barrette all finished, and I put the back on it and everything. I wore it to work the other day, and it's really, really cute. So if I'm feeling fancy and not necessarily wearing Lolita, but I want to wear something cute, I've got this little barrette now, so I think it's pretty cute. Works. So much stuff. I have to focus. I have to just wind down and focus and figure out what am I going to work on today. I don't know. Okay, so we have scissors. Oh, here's all my jewelry making tools, which I won't be using today. Oh, and there's a screwdriver for the machine. Oh boy. Alright, chair. For once, my cat did not usurp my chair. He was sleeping on the laundry instead, so that's a nice change. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out. I don't need this. I don't need this. This was backing that I used. Here are these resin pieces that I might have to fix. I really want to do something with this, and I have to like shave it down. I don't have my Dremel tool anymore, but I do have a similar tool that's electric that I got for when I got into nail design. The other random thing that I decided to pick up one day is how to do my own acrylic and gel nails. So I got like $100 worth of supplies to do that, because that's the kind of thing I do. Like random hobbies that I just start to pick up. Oh, here's an interesting idea. I wanted to run this by you. Also, I'm still not looking at the chat, so if you're talking to me, I'm sorry. Oh. Here. Let's see. It would be Streamlabs. Oh, and I probably wouldn't have a... It doesn't give me a log of what's been said already, and so if it loads... Okay, hang on, I'm going to catch up with what you guys are saying. That's so cool. I'll have to scour eBay. Yes, scour eBay and get some of those old supplements if anybody is selling them. Would you do a D&D side series? It'd be beneficial to go through the binder. Oh, sure. I could definitely do a side thing on D&D. I would love to do that. Hang on, I'm gonna fix this camera up here. And I am short, so I have to use this step stool. Let's see. Is the step stool enough? Let's find out. Yeah, I'm fixing this so that it's more like that. That looks good. All right. Just hang out there. Yes, I would love to do D&D sometime. I don't know what that looks like yet, but if you wanted to just go through my binder and have like discussions on writing adventures or how to start your own campaign, I am so down. The other thing I was going to mention is, so I've got this big fat stack of images that I took from various sources. I think the Law Library is like a Lolita library kind of thing, and it has listings of all the pieces ever made by all the brands that are considered Lolita. So am I getting updates of chat here, or is it just... Oh yeah, no. Okay, I am. Phew! I am out of breath after that singing adventure. Anyway, big fat stack of images that I picked off the internet and just printed in low quality, and so I thought it would be fun to like pick one and see if we could replicate it. So I think this is the same. I think these are the same pieces. I just got different versions of it here. I don't know if you can see it. These are pretty light, so I don't think the camera's picking it up very well. But here I have some different images too, like Mary Magdalene, which unfortunately has gone under because they did not sell to the world. It was very difficult to buy them overseas, and they also didn't offer larger sizes. So there might have been a few reasons why it didn't keep up, because the world market for Lolita has picked up while the Japanese market has gone down. So there are still a lot of people around the world dressing in this, and not so much in Japan. But I did manage to snag some images of designs that I just adore. I think this is the same dress in a different colorway. But there's these pin tucks here and little ruffle embellishments with some buttons, and I thought that would be just so cute. And I don't know, I can't tell if it has a blouse underneath or if it's part of the dress. So there's just so many cute dresses that I just want to recreate. So many. Oh my god, just so many. And then like the colorways, they have Victorian Maiden. I have goals. So a lot of these dresses could be made using the Otome no Sewing books, and with just a few modifications you can make them work. And I kind of have this mission in my life to show you, like, even though the Otome no Sewing patterns look pretty basic, you can use those basic blocks to build any of these, including the blouses. Just takes a little know-how. Yeah, Law Library has great resources for ideas. Yeah, this is an Innocent World, I think, is still around, and they have some cute ones too. Okay, what am I doing? But seriously though, what am I doing? This should probably get put away. Ugh, I'm being lazy. Look at all of this fabric scrap that I have. I kind of want to make like cute doll clothes out of it. 'Cause I think I have enough that I could make stuff like that. Should we make doll clothes today? I have this cute 18-inch doll that I dressed up in a really cute little outfit. There we go. Ah, don't fall, little girl. Oh, her hair got mussed, unfortunately, because she got knocked over by the cats. And then I guess the little tie that had her hair back came loose. But I did this, made this outfit for her out of scrap material. And I enjoyed making like an 18-inch doll outfit better than, oh no, she lost a button. Ah! She lost a button. But anyway, I made this out of scrap material, and I love the way that it came out. It's very like 1910s sort of schoolgirl outfit, you know, a la Little Princess. Yeah, she's cute, huh? I don't think I named her yet. I have a pull-up doll that I named Rosemarie Caroline. But this one, I don't think I named her yet. She kind of looks like an Emily to me. Kind of like one of those names. Oh, let's see. I do not recall if I have the proper brush for her hair. Everything seems to have gotten mixed up everywhere else. Doll stuff. I think it might be in storage. So in lieu of that, I think I might. Do I have another one? I should probably just buy one. Oh, where's this? I'm gonna have a. Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh. Well, I have this old brush that I could probably use on her. Yeah, that works just fine. Old brush that I decided to try to do a little deco dent on it. And it's got all these little bits missing. She's so pretty. My boyfriend calls her a creepy doll, though. I guess guys aren't really that into dolls. Well, some guys aren't really that into. Most guys maybe aren't that into dolls. So I like to do the historical outfits for these dolls. Since you can buy all kinds of like little modern clothes for them, I like to do the special stuff. I have so many of these patterns. Pretty sure I have them here too. Let's see. I kind of want to do like a little. She had these cute little twists in her hair. I might have to get little clear bands. See this, so I'm gonna just do a little tilt down here. Oh, well now you really can't see me. Okay. Better, sure. Okay, I'm just gonna fix her hair real quick and then look through my patterns to see what I've got. And you can help me choose one, Melon, if you want. I did this, I wanted her to have like kind of an old-fashioned schoolgirl sort of hair. So let's move this to front. little small clear rubber bands. This one to... Ooh, are they dry? Oh, they're okay. Oh boy. Her hair is so long. Oh no! Tova! Tova! Okay. Okay. Ah! Come back, little girl! There. That's better. Yeah. Here we go. So there, that looks pretty nice, I think. Their hair slightly half back like that. Okay. So, she is my model. I originally got her half off at Walmart because they had a whole bunch of these. I guess every one of these stores, I think Target has their own line brand of 18-inch dolls in the same style as excuse me, American Girl. And the American Girl dolls, I'm sure you're aware that are very expensive. So Walmart has their own brand of My Life as blank ballerina or doctor, or they have these different themes. Excuse me. And then Target has their like My Generation, or is that it was Toys R Us. So Toys R Us had their own line. I don't think they're available anymore. And then Target, and then Walmart. So Walmart had them for $30, but they had a whole bunch of these cowgirl themed ones. My Life as a Cowgirl, and so she had this little cowgirl outfit and her hair in a high ponytail, and she was on clearance for 50% off. So I'm like, okay, I can pay $15 for just like a pretty nice 18-inch doll that I could use to make clothes for. So I got her, and she's like super platinum blonde, which is fine. I usually go for brunettes. But I just wanted a model for the clothes. And then I took off all her stupid cowgirl shit and put it in a box somewhere around here, and decided to just start making her little outfits. So this is one of my favorite ones that I made for her. Yes, I'm actually learning how to do more lollyable hairstyles. I finally got bangs a few months ago, and it's really ramped up the cuteness of my hair. I have to agree that bangs are pretty darn cute. I had them for a while myself and then decided to grow them out again. But I kept bangs for quite a few years, and I liked that it hid my forehead wrinkles that I'm getting because I'm a little older now. So I understand this cuteness factor. I was super happy when I got bangs, and I'm like, yay, I look a lot younger. So yes, I love bangs. Also, the hime cut is pretty cute too. I like it when it's tapered rather than a straight cut hime and then straight cut bangs. My gosh. Okay, so look at all this fabric that I've got that I kind of want to do something, because I think this would be really cute with a white pinstripe and this like beautiful turquoise solid. I've got so much of it. Oh God. What can we do with this? What can we do with this? I have my other pattern box somewhere else as well. But that is in storage. I just realized it's in storage! Ah, so many things are in storage. Okay. Putting this away somewhere in here. Vintage Western. just saw all my doll clothes somewhere. Oh, I know what I probably did with it. Oh, I know what I probably did with it. Oh, God. Okay. Might have put it in my secondary one. Oh, great. Oh, yeah, I did. Loose pieces, doll clothes. Doll clothes, and then Barbie bit. What's this one? Ah. Okay, so I've got a few options. So here's the outfit that I did before. You can probably see it like this. Here's a few others that I had already cut out. Some more, this is more like 1950s style. All of my nerdy aprons. Why though? Is that all I've got in here? I feel like I had more. No, I guess that's it. So, okay. Yeah, so these are the outfits that I had before. It's like 1920s. Not 1920s, excuse me. This is 1910s. This cute little dress with a pinafore. And then I had a whole bunch that I downloaded and printed. Kristen's, these are more basic, I think. Kristen's school dress. And I don't use Velcro. I have a ton of these little plastic snaps instead. That's what she's buttoned into. I don't know what happened to the other dresses that I made. Somewhere. I have too many things in too many places. Oh well. Anyway, oh, let's see. You could make a layered skirt. I really want to learn now to make them, but I don't know if it's 3 different lengths together or do you have to do like connecting tiers. Okay, so when you say a layered skirt, do you mean, well, first of all, are we talking about 18-inch dolls or like something you can wear? Because I can do either. Do you mean a layered skirt as in a 3-tiered skirt or a tiered skirt, or layered as in overlapping fabrics? Tell me the answer. Okay, we can put that away. Maybe I put it away. Maybe I put it in here. Oh, hey. What's that doing in there? for the doll, but a full-scale one is cool too. Sure, actually, if I do it for the doll, I could show you how to do that. So, a layered skirt. Now, the other overlapping. Oh, okay. So, So, if you want it to be layered, does that mean that you would want it to have something a little sheer on the top so that you could have a hint of the underskirt there? So, let's see, what can I do here to ask these questions? Oh. So let's see. You want the skirt like with a waistband. And then you want it to be cupcake shaped, maybe? And then I would like that, but just a regular full cotton. So when we're talking about the layers underneath, do you want it to be like kind of a faux petticoat? Sort of something added to the interior to make it fluff out? Is that what we're talking about? So you'd have the overlayer and then underneath like have like a line of tulle just along the bottom, like 1/3 of the seam. Or you could do, the lining would be on the very inside where it touches the skin, and then you could have a layer of tulle going here that's about the same width as the skirt, and then attach a highly ruffled part of that skirt underneath, and then over that you'd have your cotton. Possibilities? Is that kind of what we're going for? Because the layer has to serve a purpose, so having it just layers of cotton doesn't really make sense unless you're going for a functional kind of construction, which would make it more full, or if you're going for more aesthetic, which would be like peeking through or using lace on top of another color. Oh, well, if you find a picture of what you're talking about, I'll look it up right now, and we can discuss it for sure. Surely, sure. Let's see. I wish I had pictures of what this actually looked like. A nightgown in front. Navy school blouse, the tartan plaid dress. Oh, I'm trying not to feel upset about not having all of my patterns here. Yeah, post it to Discord. I will make sure that that is on. just realized that you probably can't see the thing that I drew here, so I'm going to show you on this camera. Sort of what I was thinking of. Maybe here. Wow, Discord, take your time. Jesus. Okay, so are we talking about then a layer of tulle to floof it out? Let's see, let me see, actually. Let's see here. No, that is not good. Okay. Oh, let me give you permission. I thought I did that. Strange. Rules. You're going to be a plus follower now. Okay, try now. Oh, I see. Aha. Okay. I got you, fam. I got you. All right, I got what you talked about. Let's see, maybe we can use one of these. Let's see. Kristen's school dress bodice back. Nightgown. Apron dress. Okay. I think I'd already cut one out. Let me see if I can just find it. This is all the material I had set aside to make doll dresses out of because I felt that this was all big enough. Let's see. Rainbow Redwood made an OP with layers and I wanted to do that. This is the front, I think, the sleeves, and then the skirt, sleeves and skirt. Okay. I need to make more things. I just can't sew fast enough, apparently. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh, and I had I was gonna line it because I'm crazy. I guess I'm crazy. this right? Yes, this is the skirt. This was, I need 2 of these. I think I still have some of this fabric. I had acquired this fabric. It was, somebody didn't want it anymore and they gave me the bolt. So I'm like, yeah, I can make like little silly things out of that. Oh, where would that be? Oh, where would it be? The bolt of it somewhere. Okay, this is in the back. Is it seriously buried? This. So we're gonna do this simple little apron dress. It's called an apron dress because she wears an apron over it, but I'm using this printed fabric, so I don't think we necessarily need to do that. I do need 2 of, oh, it says cut 1. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? This is the strap. This is the dress. Cut 1. Oh, maybe it is just cut 1. Never mind. Okay, I don't need this. But I have more of it. I have more of this fabric. Alright, let's turn this iron on. We're doing ironing. Do I need to interface this, maybe? I think this might benefit from some interfacing on the waistband. Okay, so before we get started on anything else, let's see, this is for something else. This is the dress front, yeah, this is the sleeve, and the backs. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I might line the dress because I'm like, I can do it. But if we were going to do a layer for this dress instead of just a simple, like, stupid little straight dress, you know, it's about time that I put this thing together anyway, so this works out. Hello, Starry Strawberries! Hello! How is your apron working out for you? Did you manage to get the color right, or are you just kind of shrugging and just taking it as is? I'm curious. I am curious. I am super glad that it fits you, though. That is one of the things that makes me the happiest. When I hear back from people, it's like, it fits! I'm like, yes! I can do maths! Okay. So this is already going to get scrunched up. But because of the kind of layering that you want to do, it is going to be attached to the bottom piece, the under piece, and we're going to make strips that are maybe about a little bit longer than this. I want to say like about the amount that this is plus half of it. So maybe what we could do is, so plus half of it. So this is already in half. And so I would just add to this right here. And that is the strips that we would be using. So because it is a straight rectangle, all the strips would be the same length and just kind of layered over each other. So we'd have to make sure that they aren't exactly segmented. We want to make them a little bit longer than where they're going to be set underneath the top layer. And you would work actually from the bottom up. So, with that said, let us attempt a thing. Oh, this would make a cute little like decorative thing, wouldn't it? You can make like a bow. Ooh, wouldn't that be cute? To make like a little bow and put it on this dress because it's like gold and beige and goes with flowers. Look at this. Look at this. Wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be cute? Ooh. Okay, let's see what Starry Strawberry says. I love the apron. The color worked out without me having to bleach. Really? Awesome. I asked my boyfriend his opinion, and he said the bubblegum pink of the apron went all right with the skirt. Yes, I am so glad. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so glad it worked out for you. Well, enjoy that apron, and if you ever need anything else from me that's custom fit to you, you let me know. I am here for you, girl. I'm here for all your dressmaking needs. I'm going to put this gross brush away now. All right. So many things. Okay. Ooh, actually, I just thought too, maybe this could go well, like as a little button down front thing. I might be getting ahead of myself. So, okay. We're going to do some strips. Let's measure we're going to use Imperial today. So let's see, this skirt is a total of 7.5 inches, including the seam allowance. And if we want to do 3 tiers of ruffles over top of it, let's see, instead of, could make it 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. So 2.5 inches makes it exactly to the hemline. So I might make it 3 inches, also compensating. We're going to do a very narrow hem on each of the ruffled parts. So let's make a 3.5 inch strip. We're just going to do our snip and rip method here. Let me set this aside. Definitely will. I might ask for another apron next year. Well, fantastic. I am here for you. I do like accommodating the people who need more custom sizing, because I realize that sort of service is severely lacking in the Lolita community, and things that are plus size tend to not be very high quality. So I always like want to show off a little and say, hey, let me make you something beautiful that's brand quality but also fits you. Okay, that's not working. Let's try like coming in here. I don't really care about this fabric so much. It was given to me because the lady didn't want it anymore. It feels like it's pretty cheap and looks like it's from the 1970s. So I just don't care too much about this fabric. So we're gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna make these 3.5 inches. We're gonna give ourselves plenty of room when we finish. I'm just gonna cut one strip because I might be able to get the amount Maybe, maybe not. Oof. Oh, it's from Joann's. From when? The 80s? What does it say? Does it have more information, like a date? It just says, designed and produced exclusively for Joann's stores. Alright, so here's our skirt. Here's our strip. Let's see how long we have here. You know what? I might just go ahead and cut 3 strips the exact same way, and it'll be a lot fuller, but I think it'll work out. Oh, the honey cake drama. Did I see the honey cake drama? I was scrolling through Facebook, and you know, I'm on Ruffle Chat and all those things. I vaguely remember seeing something about honey cake being mentioned, but I didn't really read it because anything like that, any drama in the whole community just kind of puts me off, so I don't read it. So what's the honey cake drama? You should fill me in. What is it all about? And should I be worried? Someone had a hissy fit about it's so unfair that honey cake is accommodating plus size. Usually even small brand is hard to fit her. I can't believe I have to get it fitted to me. So someone was having a problem with the way that honey cake accommodates plus size? Why? Are they only accommodating plus size? Are they also being exclusive? Or I'm trying to understand why they would be upset by that, unless they're hating on those of us who are plus size. Oh, ooh, I get to see starry strawberries. Alright, I think I'm waiting for it to load. It's just roomier, so the re-release would have to be altered. I'm not understanding why they're having an issue. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Starry strawberries. So you're wearing it underneath the skirt. I suppose you could also have the option of wearing it over the skirt too. But that looks so good. Oh, honey. I love it. No, I love it. It looks great. Ah, it looks so good. She said some pretty unsavory things about larger Lolita. Well, you know what? She can go fuck herself. I mean, I don't like excluding anyone from the thing that makes them happy, and it just does not make sense to me to be so elitist just because you feel that a certain body size is appropriate for Lolita. Everyone should be able to dress in whatever the fuck they want. And I'm here to make sure that no matter what size you are, it's gonna look fabulous on you. Not to mention that there are 4 cuts that fit her. That's just completely insane. And I feel sorry for her. She must be a very sad person. Like, how sad are you that that's the kind of thing that you have to gripe about? Don't you have better things to do in life? Because apparently not. Alright, I'm going to iron these strips. Also, I'm going to cut off the selvage. Aw, Starry Strawberries, thanks so much for joining me and showing me that. That makes my day. I really am so happy for you. You look so good. I love your little hat. I have another dress I can wear the apron over it, but I couldn't with this skirt because of the skirt's flounce. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you make it work for you, and it looks like you did. You make it work for the outfit, for the look that you're going for, so I think you achieved that in spades. You guys see okay? Oh, did I miss something? Hang on. Aw, thanks. Oh, and Melanette says, how much would it, I assume, be to generally make a fully custom blouse? Like create an Otomino sewing blouse, I assume, to fit. I want to say 150, but I didn't want to be cheap. You know, it depends on how much embellishment you want on the blouse. So I'm assuming, are you asking to commission me for a blouse? Because definitely, I can. Have you seen some of my blouses? I'm pretty proud of the ones that I had. I sold out of all the ones that I had, like super midi pin tucks on them. And I had made 3 of those out of this really nice fabric. But to make it custom fit, I think 150 is a very good price. So we can discuss it if that's what you're looking for sure. And let's see here. La, 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 la. I'm so happy because I can customize my look with the apron. It looks good tucked and untucked. I'm so glad. And Melon says, yeah, just a quote. Okay, we can talk about, if you want to look over the patterns I have available on my pattern blog, the archive, and find something from the Otomino sewing books, I did add the latest issue to the best of my ability on there. So if you want to just look through the patterns that I have and we can just start discussing like details, we can definitely talk about that. Let's see. Oh yes, that is. I'll get back to you, but I'm very interested. Great. Yes, good. Okay, now, let's see, what do I have on here? The walking foot. Okay. I am going to need, now, narrow hand foot. Oh hey, a convenient screwdriver. I think I've got yellow on here, so that's gonna work for the color we've got. Man. You know what would be great is if they made these screws with Phillips head instead of flathead, so it didn't keep slipping out. Oy oy oy. Alright, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this. Do this. Okay. We're gonna put this guy on. Okay. So I am going to use this narrow hem foot, rolled hem, that does an 1/8 of an inch rolled hem. And what we are first going to do is finish the bottom parts of these little guys, these strips that I just made. So we're only going to finish one side. Oh my God, what happened here? Okay, there is a wrong way on this fabric, so it's just, I don't know, maybe it would be better if I brought you down over here so you can sort of see me. So I am gonna iron this down. Hang on, let's come closer. Come closer. You see that okay? Okay. Let's see what this looks like on the screen. Not bad, right? I think you can sort of see here. So I am folding over just a little bit, and I'm going to fold it over again, very narrow to start. In fact, maybe I'll just fold it the once. I don't want it to be too much. And I also want to move my needle over so that it's in the center. So again, this is a narrow hem or narrow rolled hem foot that I'm using. If you don't know the magic of using different presser feet, you should definitely invest in some research. Okay, so we are just going to do a little starter here. These guys are sometimes finicky to start, so I just do a little bit of a tack at the end, and I leave the tails on. Where's my snips? There they are. Okay, so here now I have this tail. These are the tails from the machine. Here I have the tails for the little tack. And I'm going to take these tails and I'm going to use them to help me feed through the little, it's like a little spirally thing, kind of like a snail shell. And as soon as it's kind of curved over there, it's a good start. So we use that to manipulate over. Does take a little practice, I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. So we're gonna make sure this is folded over so that the needle is going to fit through there. Where does our needle land? Right at the end. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to work. And what I found that I had to do is kind of come in at an angle to get the fabric to fall inside the little spirally thing the right way, and to keep it taut on this end. So it can't just be loose, you have to keep it taut so that it folds in on itself when it's going through there. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, Ambrosia! My friend! Hello! Oh, sorry, says I have to reteach myself how to use a sewing machine. It's been years since I was taught. Well, that's what I'm here for. And Ambrosia, my good friend from the Lolita sewing community. Yay, I made it! I've been missing your streams the last couple times. Hi, everyone! Hi, Ambrosia! I have an appointment I'm waiting for, so if I leave, I apologize. Oh my gosh! I am so excited that you're here. I'm trying to show how to use the narrow hem foot here. Because we're doing doll clothes today, because why not? So I decided to pull out this old thing that I'd already cut out and then forgot about. And then Melon asked about tiered skirts, overlapping ruffle skirt things. So I'm using a doll dress to make an example. And I cut long strips, just the full width of the fabric, in three pieces. Ugh. Okay, the camera's shaking because it's also attached to the table. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to go a little slower. So, trying to keep it pretty taut here so that it folds. I think it's doing okay. Yeah, it looks like it's doing okay. And you don't want it to fold over this line. If you can see that, I don't know if you can. I don't know exactly how well you can see this, but I'm trying here, folks. Give me a minute, I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I'm concentrating. Yeah, it seems like it's doing okay. This particular fabric is very soft. It's very lightweight. Oh boy, it's so exciting. I know. Oh, it's doing a little extra foldy thing. Okay. And then, there we go. Okay, we're good. Phew! Okay, hang on. What did I miss? You should sell BJD clothes. I was thinking of getting into painting and designing their heads and hair. I have tried to get into repainting, and I found out I'm not very patient or very good at it. But the clothes I could probably make, and there is a Gothic Lolita Bible that has some BJD clothing patterns, although they're for different sizes, so it's hard to tell like what size would fit which person's doll, since there's all different kinds of sizes. Oh, I'm incredible at making such a tiny hem. It isn't easy. You never cease to amaze me. Aw, Ambrosia. It's a great idea. BJD clothing is often as expensive as normal clothes, since it's so hard to make such details on a tiny garment. I'd make a fortune. Did you see the little doll that I have over here right now? Let me see if I can show you what she looks like. There's little doll. I made her outfit out of scraps. because I decided that I wanted to try to use up my scraps and had a ton of them. And I thought, why not make doll clothes? That seems to be enough enough to make. Oh gosh. Yeah, so she's wearing like a little 1911, 1912 schoolgirl outfit. Alright, you guys. I think I did a pretty good job on that narrow hem. What do you think? It's not sticking out anywhere, and it's very nicely finished. I bet this is gonna ruffle very nicely too. Oh, I just noticed something, but that's okay. It's not showing too bad. My tension was a little bit low, so it's a little bit loose, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Ugh. Thank you. All right, now just 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Yeah, it's so exciting. So exciting to watch, right? I'm gonna go back to this other view. There we go. So you can see the whole table. Okay, let's see here. So I'm on a mission to show you how to make a tiered skirt. Oh boy. Here we go. Just iron it with your fingers. And center that bitch right there. I'm sorry. This should be rated for like mature audiences. I am not family friendly right now, and I apologize. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. Hang on. Okay. Is it gonna do the thing that I need it to do? I think so. Yeah, it's doing it. Alright, we're good. Keep it taut. Taut. That's good. Yes, so the secret to making such tiny seams is using the right presser foot. This is a 1/8 narrow rolled hem presser foot. And I think you can get them for just like a couple dollars on eBay. Also, I realized that I did not change my stream information, so I'll probably have to do that in post. I'm not doing calligraphy today. I didn't know what I was gonna do today. Like, randomly decided to do doll clothes. That's kind of how I operate a lot of the time. I just look at my stuff and I'm like, what do I feel like making? Don't do it. Don't do it. You stay there. You stay in that little thing. Okay, we're almost at the end. There we go. Alright, we're good. Phew! Okay, one left. There's one left. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Oy. Alright, not bad, not bad. There's one more left to go. Oy vey. How do I get myself into this stuff? Why do I do this? Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna start it with one fold this time. I don't blame you if you've walked away from the computer and are just waiting for me to be done with this. Do not blame you at all. Okay, come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. Get in there. There we go. There we go. Alright, we got it. Arcano. It's not usually what I look at, but it's interesting. It's nice to have a freedom channel. Yeah. Ah! Yes, I understand. The interesting stuff will also, it's coming. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Arcano, you used to be one of the people that would come to my concerts on Second Life, weren't you? Like, it's been quite a while now, but I do recall the name. Yeah. I have so many hobbies. Sometimes I wonder if I have too many hobbies. I think Ambrosia had to go. In Second Life, my name was Arcano Lanoff. Yes, of course, I remember. Are you in Europe? Germany. Guten Tag. Or is it Guten Nacht? Is it nighttime over there? Alright, that nonsense is over. Alright, sorry about that. But thanks for waiting. Okay. So now, we move on. 23 p.m. So, it's late. 2,300 hours. Well, thanks for joining me today. Even staying up that late just for me. That's pretty fun. Appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to put this other guy back on a regular foot. And I'm not going to show you this part, it's just very basic. I'm just going to do a basting stitch really wide all the way across, and we're going to use that as our pull string. So I'm doing a very wide stitch, a long stitch length I should say, and we're just going to go straight across here at like a 1/4 inch. That's not a 1/4 inch. That's more like a 1/4 inch, okay. to be long, so you have something to grab. So that's one. Oh, so my time right now is, let's see. It's 15:08. So it's the afternoon right now. I am most likely going to finish this edge with a serge before adding it to the skirt itself. So Melanie, I hope you're still there. I don't know if you are. Okay, that's pretty good. There we go. All right. Hey, Starry, welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. Okay, so I'm getting to the exciting part now. So the part that we were all waiting for. So here, we're doing a cute little basic doll dress. And you can sort of lollify just about anything like this, because it just has a bodice, sleeves. I think I have another version that has longer sleeves as well. So here, you have the skirt. Now this is going to be gathered on the top, finished bottom edge. But before we do any of that, I'm going to lay, these are going to be the strips that are gathered on top of the skirt itself. So the first thing that I'd like to do is find the center of this skirt. I'm just going to iron it with my hands just to get a little crease in there. Now what you can do at this point too is just do a little diagonal on the fold and it comes out as a triangle. So you have your center pointing right there with your little triangle. You can do the same thing on your strips of fabric here as well. Not on the finished edge, please, because we just finished that edge, but do it on the top up here. So this is our center. I'm going to mark it with a little snippy snip in a diagonal direction, and now we have a little triangle marking the center. So we would just find the center here. So then we would just center this. We know that this goes in the center, this goes on the side, and everything in between is just going to be as evenly distributed as possible in a gather, so that you have a little bit of a nice even balance of fabric. So you have this, we'll just pull this out for now, that's the center. Then we have this layer. So you're going to work from the bottom up when you're attaching them, because it's just easier that way. Center this. No. Just washing dishes. Oh, good. Okay. I am still in New Mexico, Arcano. I am in New Mexico. And I've been here now for 11 years. Alright, so you can sort of see now the way that the layering is going to work. So I made sure that it was a little bit longer than I measured it to be in even spaces, so that it has some overlap. So now we have this in the center. And I think what I'm gonna do, yeah, that looks actually pretty good. And then the bottom is just gonna be hidden. So there you go. These are our 3 layers of the skirt. Now what we have to do is pull these taut so that we have our gathers. You know what I might end up doing? I might want to finish the bottom hem first, because the way that these doll dresses are constructed, it's open in the back so that you can easily take off the outfit from the doll itself. Why do I have 2? Why do I have 2 of these? I do not know. That goes like that. An extra piece here. This is the waistband for the dress, and then these little sleeves. So there is a way to put together a sleeve on something so small, and it's not the traditional way of making a bodice and a sleeve that we would make for ourselves. So on small scales like this, everything would have to be open. So you would have to have the shoulder seams put together, and then you would add, see, this would get kind of evenly distributed here. And then you would add the shoulder here. This would be gathered. It has a little princess thing. And then you close the side seam with the sleeve attached. And you do that all in one fell swoop. It's kind of interesting. Apron dress. Yeah, that's it. It's got this weird, like, drop shoulder thing. I don't know. So I'm going to have to finish this bottom edge first. And then when we attach it to this guy, we're going to finish the back part when it's all together in one piece. But the bottom hem I can do now. And I might just, let's see, I might just do it. Yeah, I could probably do it with the narrow. I'll use the narrow hem foot. Center that. Real quick, we're just going to do the bottom hem in a rolled hem. These narrow hems look really good on doll clothes too, just because everything's so small. Come back here, Petal. I need you. Okay. Put this out. Do this. Feed that through. have to get the serger out. The monster! It needs to come out! Oh no! So, let us lay down our ruffles. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a different construction technique for a doll dress since it is open on in the back. It's like usually completely open and you just kind of slip it over. So when you're doing tiered ruffles like this on something full size, it might be better to add the ruffles after the back seam has been closed. So in that instance, you would also close the strip itself into a loop, and then it would be something that you add in quarters all the way around. So your points for aiming for, you would have the center back and the center front, and then you have the side seams, and then you just gather up each quarter of the ruffle to a specified line. Now, in order to get that line, you can use different marking tools, like chalk. You could use the water-soluble pens or markers that I have, which I need to buy more because these are like starting to die on me. But I do also have things like marking chalk that is very useful. Jeez, but can I find it? Can I though? Can I? Well, to be fair, I would like to know where my chalk is. Okay, nope. Where though? My chalk. Anyway, you can use those friction pens that also iron off, which I would really like to have some friction pens. But I'll do it. Let's see. So we do want to attach it on the front side. So we finished the bottom hem of the skirt. We are going to match up our center, which is here. This is our center line. I probably can't see it, but just trust me. I do believe I want this to just overlap on the bottom a little bit. So, I mean, if we separated it from here and we wanted to layer them kind of evenly, we'd have something like this. So what is the difference that I have here? It's about 1 1/4 inches. 1 3/8 inches. So the difference of the layer is 1 3/8 inches. So if we have this at the top, then we would go, let's see, yeah, it's like 1 3/8 inches. The width of the thing itself, when it's finished, is about 3 3/8 inches. So it's 3 3/8 inches. So if we went up 1 3/8, it would land here. And if we did here, 3 3/8, and if we went up 1 3/8, it would be here. how close I am. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's very close. And then it would be here. So here, here, and then here. Yeah, it's actually pretty evenly spaced. It's not bad. Could move it down a little too. So if it's 3 3/8, which is here, and we moved it up just 1 inch. There's that marking, and if we went from here to 3 3/8 and went up just 1 inch, here. So let's see what that looks like if we made the placement a little bit lower. So like here, 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 and then here. That actually looks better. I think I like that better. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. So, the measurement down from the top is from here 2 3/8. From here 2 3/8. It's evenly spaced 2 3/8. We're going there. So we are going to then measure down from various points on the top 2 3/8, and we're going to just connect these dots. 2 3/8 going on the end. 2 3/8 here, and then just 2 3/8 here. And this is washable, so we won't see this blue pen if I spray it with water. Really? Just across. Fine. And for this, I'm not going to make it too perfect. I think I cut this skirt part out before I realized I could just snip it and rip it. So it might be a little uneven, but the balance of the ruffles itself might even it out. So, okay. Moving on. Let's see here. Just put it right here. I'm going to use pins. So the hem, the edge is hitting that line. do love gathering. It's very satisfying. Okay. Let's get as much gather as we can get out of this. And we'll just kind of make sure it's good. It's gonna look cute. Let's get back. You may have noticed that this is a little time consuming, and it is, but sometimes the best things that you make need a little bit more care and attention. So I guess that's why I don't mind doing it sometimes. Like when I'm really feeling like being creative and I know that it's going to take me time, but I also know that the result is going to be pretty good, I will grit my teeth and bear it because sometimes it's worth it. Like a little bit of extra hand sewing here and there could make the difference of a piece. I know some people don't like it, but that's just the way it is. Okay. Well, I wonder if I should just go ahead and finish the edge first with some serging and then gather. I don't know. So it looks pretty good. Or what I could do with this particular project is do a zigzag stitch. It's not that difficult. It just takes practice, like everything. Just knowing how to do it makes the difference. Okay, so I'm going to iron that down. I bet you'll never look at ruffles the same way again. All those Lolita dresses with ruffles, and people want to pay only $50 for them? Well, there's a reason why those things cost so much. Look at the details and think about how much time it takes to put that together. Okay, I'll use regular hooks. I will be using a zigzag stitch. Oh, maybe I can be creative. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna use one of my other stitches on this thing. I'm feeling crazy. Alright guys. Let's see what this looks like when I do this. Since it is just a sample thing that I'm doing. Cords everywhere. Okay. Here we go. And we just follow the line that I made, so we'll just keep this nice and even as I go. I'm concentrating. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Phew. Not sure if that was a good choice of stitch, but it basically went up and down like a zigzag, only it also included a straight stitch on there. So I thought that would be good to keep the ruffles down. I mean, it's a very home sew-y thing to do, instead of finishing it with a serger. But whatever. So, yeah, I mean, that looks fine. Fine for this purpose of demonstration, I suppose. Thank you. Yeah, can you guys see that okay on the big camera? Alright, now just 2 more to go. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that I like this stitch. That was number 8. I might do 7 next time. This requires a different foot. What foot does this require, though? Oh, it's not in here. I don't know what foot it is. G. It says G. Which one is G? Oh, yay, more bobbins. That's good to know. G. Ah. I think this is... Let's see, what kind of foot are you? What kind of foot are you? I do have a serger. I was like trying to be creative about not using the serger and like, what could you do if you don't have a serger sort of situation? But I do. And you know what? I'm just gonna use it. But I do want to figure out what that foot is that they were showing me. Alright, so that means that I'm gonna put this away for a second while I get my serger out here. Here we go. It's just that I did. Oh no, maybe it'll work. I already did the gathering line on there, so let's just try to not shear off too much. Oh, wrong one! No, the other pedal. I need the other pedal. Oh, I don't know. I was also kind of being lazy, so there was that. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, we're okay. I only have a three thread on here right now, so that makes it fairly narrow. And I did what I said I was going to do. I bought more serger thread. It should be coming soon. No, don't cut my tails. Okay. We're okay to go. Here's one. Oh, it's a little bit fluffy. That's okay though. I think it was also just because I didn't have it directly. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Does mean that back thread. I'm fixing the tension. I'm gonna fix the tension on this thing. Wait. So maybe make it a little taut or loose. I don't. Let's see. What is it telling me here? The underlooper is too tight. Underlooper is too tight. Much better. So today's challenge is, can I finish a doll outfit before the end of the stream? What do you guys think? Should I take that challenge? Am I shooting myself in the foot if I take this challenge? Okay, that's much better. Yes, excellent. No, not the tails, not the tails. Okay. Okay. How long it typically takes to make a BJD outfit, so I'm not sure. Hey, a new person. Oh, edge finishing, thank you. Fabi! It's a lot slower than your serger for sure, and it's probably not the best for an already gathered edge. Yeah, I have never used that foot myself because I guess I just use my serger all the time. Oh my gosh, Fabi, I'm so happy you're here. Hello. I clothes because I don't know why. Oh no, well, I'm making doll clothes, but I'm also showing somebody how to make a tiered skirt. So we're making tiered skirts. So you found me! You found me at last! Hooray! I'm gonna have to re-find my center. Hang on. Fold this guy in half. Do this crease. Okie doke. There she is. We want to do it just about here. Yeah, and that's gonna cover that very nicely. Oh my goodness! So many people talking now. Ambrosia! I'm sure everyone knows that never show my own sewing projects, etc. on Lolita Sewing Community. And while I've been too sick to sew these past 2 years, I'm happy to say I'll be returning to sewing and showing my work by the end of the year. Yes, you should. And also a YouTube channel and a website. So I'm wholesaling some items and wanted to know if you could send me, if you could send me a message, Carol, okay? As I want to send you some materials because I love you. I love you too, Ambrosia. Message me when you can't. Love you all. Bye. Bye. Oh, that's so good. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I have so much material though. Like, it's embarrassing how much I have. I just keep looking at it. I'm like, I just want to make you all into dresses. So many things. Yes, good way to demo your technique. Yes, I found you. Yay, Fabby. Oh my goodness. It is so nice. I think this is the most people I've ever had in the chat room before. And I'm really, okay, I have to tell you guys that I am this close to getting affiliate now. I have the amount of followers that I need, but there's a downside. I have so many hours streamed so far, and I need 3 average viewers per hour. And that average goes down the more I stream, and if I keep having like just 1 or 2 people, my average viewership is never going to go up. So I'm trying to figure out how to get enough people to come watch me just all at once. And I think it's going to reset, so it has to be within 30 days. I have to stream for 7 days within 30 days. I need 8 hours streamed and 3 average viewers for that allotted time. So as I mentioned before, the average of viewers goes down the more I stream, and the same amount of viewers stays. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Help me out. What should I do? Should I announce something? Like, just tell people, hey, I'm going to be streaming at such and such time on this day, and can I just have an army of you suddenly show up and hang out for an hour? You don't even have to watch it. Just have it in the background. Close to getting affiliate too and have the same problem. I know. I realized that. I'm like, finally I got my followers, and I'm like, oh, I need these amount of people to keep watching me at a certain amount of time. So I don't know how interesting this sort of thing is to a lot of people, because it's very niche, especially for Twitch. But the aesthetic is also kind of nerdy pop culture stuff, so I figured it fit into the Twitch aesthetic, or the Twitch the Twitch culture, rather. Can I use words? Jeez. Alright, we're just pulling that taut, and we're going to try to even redistribute these gathers now. So the way that I do this, I have just enough of the thread to fit within that section. So any part of the fabric is just gathered in between that. So it shouldn't be loose. It's just pulled around until it looks good. Like that.
Oh my god, starry strawberries.
Do you have Twitch too? Yes, make an announcement, otherwise we don't know when you might be streaming. Having a schedule that people can remember will help. Also, there's a Discord bot that you can use that alerts people on your Discord that you're streaming. Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't know about that. And I'm terrible about announcing when I'm going to be on, and I still haven't developed a like set schedule. So it's, yes, lately I've just been like, I'm going to stream right now, and I go boop, and I do it, and then I'm like, okay, whoever watches is fine, but I'm not consistent, and I know it's been drilled into me by my boyfriend that consistency is key, and I need to do that. So probably having a schedule posted and sticking to it would be beneficial to what I'm trying to do. Oh, I know logic. Stop bombarding me with your relentless logic. Yes, I should check out your channel too, Starry Strawberries. Let's all be Twitch friends. The more the merrier. I do have the YouTube channel too, and I've been trying to consider how best to utilize that, because I'm currently concurrently streaming to YouTube as well, but when I'm interacting with the chat, it's through Twitch. So having the YouTube channel and maybe using this system to just pre-record certain things and then do editing the way that I did with my time-lapse videos probably should stay on YouTube, and then Twitch would be its own thing. And then of course there's the Patreon idea that I'm just still working out the kinks from. I'm just not sure how it would benefit me, or if anybody would even like care to donate to that sort of thing. Donate to the cause of me. I'm just trying to teach people how to sew pretty dresses. I mean, I have taught classes that pay me a little bit of money, but you know, bringing it to people like this in this format seems to be a way to broaden the horizon as far as my clientele is concerned. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna do straight stitch now. Because we serged it. Okay. Ah. Yes, I'm sewing over pins. I know people say you're not supposed to do that, but it's really not that big of a deal. If it breaks your needle, put on another one. I have many. I buy them in 100 packs. Donate button on your channel. You're giving your time to people, and sometimes people want to tip you for that. So I have a tip jar on Twitch. It's my little moon thing. I don't actually advertise that that's what that is, but I do have a tip jar, and it is connected to my account. So if you feel so inclined, there is that there. Is there a separate thing that's like a donation button though? The only one I know is through Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs too. So I wonder if the tip jar is different from a donation button, because I thought they were the same, question mark? I don't know. Another one. Almost done with this thing. Wow, that's looking pretty. Can you see that? Oh, maybe you're on, it's because you're on mobile, maybe. I wonder, I'm gonna try a thing and see if it, so I'm gonna try the mobile real quick on my own channel just to see if it is interactive. Oh god damn it. Stop. No! Damn it! I was trying to do something but it's not letting me. Oh god, ads. Oh god, I hate you so much right now. Ah! Stop it. Oh god, now I hear myself go. Can I just stop everything? Nope. Okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was an interactive thing. So, question mark? I don't know. Streamlabs, here it is. Excuse me. It might be because you're on mobile. Let me just mute this real quick and see what it looks like. Ah. Okay. I might not be able to accept donations yet. Maybe? Because that's a good point. I've never actually tried like experimenting with it. I just put it on there because I thought it looked cute and it also said it's a tip jar. Huh. Good to know. Very good to know. Very, very good to know. Okay, so what if I wanted to... How does that work, though? Source. Images, font settings, manage jar. Tips and donations, so I don't know. Let's see if I can add a different thing. Donation ticker, donation goal. It's for donations, subscriptions, follows, bits, and hosts. So I'll add a new source instead. So donations. Let me see if I have to specifically tell it that it needs to be a thing. Manage jar. Jar image. Okay, sorry, I'm like totally trying to get this thing to work. Yes, I want to remove that. I want to put this somewhere else. I don't know how the interactive thing works on this. Thought I was supposed to. Come on, let me make you small. There. I think you still might need to put a separate link that people can click on and donate. Probably. But where? On the screen? Well, I'll have to figure this out later, because I think I'm spending too much time on this now as it is. Darn it, I'm sorry! In the panel. Oh. In the panels. How about, you know, it could also just very well be that I am not allowed to accept donations yet on Twitch since I'm not an affiliate. This is entirely possible. I wouldn't be surprised because I can't get subscriptions and I can't accept bits or donations or anything like that until that one little thing is fulfilled. So, I don't know. And that's okay. We're working towards our goals. Okay. We're almost there. We've almost got this. The last one. So here. Where do I have the center? Here. You've accepted donations before? Oh man. Alright, well, I'll just have to investigate it when I'm not doing this. Because I'm almost done. Look, I'm so close. Oh, and I turned off my music, so duh. Duh. Yeah, you know what, Starry Strawberries? I think I would appreciate that. That might be very helpful. Because I thought I was good at stuff, but sometimes when I get flustered, I'm not so good at stuff. So having a little bit of a handhold might help a lot. Well, I guess I can help people with sewing questions, and then you guys can help me with setting up my stream so that I can actually accept donations. We're all helping each other. And that's how it should be. I think I'm going to actually iron this down this time. Pick up, Iron! Pick up, I need you! Easier to work with. Yes, I'm on the road to affiliate. The dress looks good so far. Thank you. Okay. I want to finish his skirt. This is the most time-consuming part. I'm sure of it. And then the rest of it is going to be super easy. And then you'll see how it all gets put together. And I get to show you my neat little tool that I have to put on the snaps. Oh, is it going to actually let me, or what? Okay, here we go. Yes! Yes, Queen! You're doing it! And I also like to fix if there's ever little bunches that seem too tight of the ruffles, I just kind of pull them apart a little bit with my fingers as I go, and then even it out. Uh-oh. Damn it! The bobbin! I've been sewing nothing! Oh no! I hate that. I hate it when that happens. You're doing so well, and then all of a sudden, you're not actually so. Wow, wait a minute. No way. No effing way. Did I, like, time that just perfectly? because it was only a few stitches in that I realized I probably didn't have bobbin thread. So it actually did so until like 2 seconds before I realized that I didn't have bobbin thread. Wow, talk about timing. I know, I hate it when that happens. I like curse up a storm when that happens to me. Oh my god. Really? Really? That's what you're gonna do right now? You're not gonna, no? Wow, this bobbin's not like one of mine. I don't know where that bobbin came from, but it wasn't, I don't think it came with the machine or is proper for the machine. Anyway, okay, we're gonna try that again. Oh look, it's a brand new bobbin. It's like this whole machine is brand new and it came with new ones. Awesome. Okay, there we go. That's better. Ah. There we go. Oh, it has a low bobbin plate? How useful! I mean, this thing only cost me 130 bucks. And it's pretty nice, you know. I have my heavy duty machine when I do like a lot more serious projects, but this is actually very useful for little things like this. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, buddy. There we go. Yeah, get over there. Alright. How fast can you thread your machine? Let's see, where did it end? Probably right there, so I'm going to do a little back stitching. Otherwise known as a seamstress's back stitch, which is just an overlapped stitch, because before sewing machines had a reverse function on it, seamstresses in factories would sew a few stitches, lift the presser foot, pull it back, put it down, and then sew over it again, and that was a seamstress back stitch. And I worked on a 1930s Singer where I had to learn how to do that. Directory. Oh, am I in Twitch Sings? Oops. Yeah, I didn't I didn't fix any of my Twitch information before going on live. I'm sorry. Well, Hi, Fragile. Thanks for letting me know, and I fixed it. I don't know if it's gonna update in time. Sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes it doesn't actually show at all that I updated the information. But I did just do it, I promise. Oh my god, okay. Wow, this is a froofy skirt. So froofy. Okay. I'm gonna just set this aside because I have a feeling I'm gonna be using it. So here we go. Now we have our 3-tiered layered skirt. It's going to look kind of like this. If I can get rid of some of these threads. Ah, where are my snips? There they are. That's pretty good. What do you think? Did I miss something? Did I lose something? Ah, this thing. Alright, so this gets attached to this waistband. And I think I'm going to have to reinforce this because it's such a lightweight fabric. I have some of this left somewhere. Yes, so I have this. Let me use some of this Shape Flex. I like this stuff. It's the woven interfacing with adhesive, so it's iron-on and woven. So let's see here. Cut a little bit of this so that it fits. And then I'll just, I don't know, cut around it. Doing this the sloppy way. Don't copy this method. Looks good. Thanks, Dory. It's so nice. I can't wait to make one. A doll dress? You gonna make one? Probably share this pattern with you actually. This is these are all digital and I found them online. So much stuff on this table, God. Now, I think I'm missing something. Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I was, but I think this is just a finished edge that needs to be ironed inward. And then it has elastic at the bottom. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's an elastic. And I might do something very particular. I don't know why I had to do these. I use like 90% digital. Yeah, I might make 2 so my friend can match with her daughter. Oh, that's sweet. That would be so cute. Alright, so we've got the skirt part. And we have to work on this guy. So, doing the narrow hem on something like this, because it's curved, is a little hard to manipulate with your fingers, especially on a piece that's so small. So I'm considering just doing a serged edge. Maybe. No, I don't know. Actually, let me see what it looks like if I just iron it over once. Since it is just doll clothes, although it's not going to have that nice finished edge on the inside. So what I ended up doing is just folding over, following the curve as I go when I iron over, so that it keeps the curve relatively curvy. I don't know how well you can see that, but so now I'm just going to top stitch this. Very narrow. It's a very narrow hem. So I'm just going in like maybe 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to top stitch this. Let's see how this looks. It's not bad, huh? There we go. You see that? Oh, she's also your fitness trainer? So you want to give her a thank you gift. That's very nice. I have a boy, so he doesn't want me to make him anything unless it's truck shaped. Well, I understand. So he's a boy that likes typical boy things, I take it. is focused on gender roles now, so it's okay for him to play Dollhouse, and no one, although he makes a dollhouse for his Hot Wheels, they go to bed and have baths like people. Well, there are all kinds of games you can start making up. But I think boys playing with dolls is a really great way to introduce them to the idea of fatherhood. I know that's always been, I think there's even a children's book about it. Of the little boy who wanted a baby doll because he wanted to play father. And I think that's super sweet. Okay, so for this, our stitch line, let's see, yeah, we've made it pretty narrow. So I'm going to attempt a thing. I haven't quite decided how to do this, but there is a way of doing this, and I was going to experiment on stream. So first of all, I'm going to mark this pattern with like a series of holes so that I follow a general line of where this is supposed to fall. And then I'm going to transfer these to the pattern piece itself. And this is the way that Michelangelo transferred his art onto the Sistine Chapel. By doing pinpricks on the sketches that he did, and then rubbing charcoal over the top of the plaster. Fun fact of art history. Okay. Here we go. So I'm just gonna make these little dots through these holes. See if they transfer okay. Ta-da! Pretty good. Enough that I could see them. Okay, so I'm going to follow this very subtle line that I made, and I'll just do one to experiment with it. So here, I'll show you what I'm doing really quick. Let's do this. Alright. So here I have a series of holes, or dots, that I'm doing. What I'm intending to do is start some elastic, and then I'm going to couch it down. There's a thing called couching that you can do. Let's see, I'm going to need the appropriate elastic here somewhere. Now I could use corded elastic. Do I have any in my toolbox? Sometimes I used to. Yes, I do. I'm not sure if that is too thin though. It's not really stretchy. It's not really stretchy. Okay, we're not using the corded elastic. I will just use my very thin 1/8 elastic, and I'm going to couch this instead of pulling it. I'm curious to see how it works. So it needs to be pretty small. Like, okay, what's the size of the elastic that I need? Like half of this, probably. No. It needs to be. It's okay. Did you see how much of this I have? I'm okay. So let's stretch it out to that much and make it like that. Okay. See if this works. And the couching, well, let's see. I may need to change the foot for this. I think I have. Alright, we're gonna try this. First thing I'm gonna do is tack it on the end. In the center. Okay. Oh my god. Maybe experimenting on the air is probably not the best thing to do. So from here, I'm going to do a zigzag stitch. 4. It's going to go this way, and it's going to go a little bit wider, a little bit wider, a little bit wide. Okay. Probably longer stitches. Okay, so far so good. The reason I've decided to do this is because I thought maybe I could save the integrity of this elastic itself. Maybe. And I'm kind of building a casing around it instead of sewing through it. We'll see if this works. There is a piping foot that I could probably use somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now. Okay. I don't know if that was actually a good idea. I've always wanted to try it. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do this for. Because I thought maybe I could pull the excess elastic through while keeping the stitching the same and not having to deal with the actual end of the stitches. Huh. Well, shoot. Wow, what time is it? Oh, it's 4:30. Alright, so before I finish this end, I need to I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so I wanted to cinch it first. Aha! That was why I had this idea. Okay. So now I loosened the end. And now I can pull out the excess. And it's still theoretically stretchy. Okay, so it looks like this. Ugh. Oh my god. I think I'm tired. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you real quick right here. Oh, kitty. Alright, so what I did is I decided to try to couch it down. So instead of sewing through it here, I just zigzagged over it, couching down the elastic. And then that way it's not attached to the fabric itself. It's tacked on this end. It should be untacked on this end. Here, let me show you better close up here. Oh cow. Alright, so here we go. So I couched it down. I don't know how well you can see the detail here. But then what I did is I left this part, this end untacked, and so I can pull it and gather it more if I want to. Or less. And it looks like this on the other side. I also think this elastic that I have is either old or cheap or both. So it's not really as stretchy as I'd like it to be. But the zigzag is making a pretty nice little casing for the elastic. I mean, it works for the purposes of this doll clothes thing that I'm doing. So then when it's closed, it's going to have a little sleeve like this, and it's still stretchy. Is that better? Yeah, could you see that okay then? So I'm still not convinced if I want to do this for the other sleeve, but I may as well just to keep it balanced the same. Yeah, so, you know, usually you make a casing with another piece of fabric, but because doll clothes is so small, and this is actually a technique that I wanted to use to make shirring as well, just on dresses, I thought to use just a couching technique on elastic. I might need to find a better elastic like what I was saying, but yeah, it's just making a zigzag casing for a really slim 1/8 inch elastic. And then you can pull it through because it's not tied down or stitched down to the fabric itself. So you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. And then you tack it down at the end here. So yeah, that's what I was doing. And so with that, my friends, I must be off. I am tired. And I haven't eaten, so I should probably go do that. Thanks for joining me. I had quite a few people today. This was very exciting. And Fabi, thanks so much for finding me and joining us. So hopefully we'll see everybody next time. And all of these videos are archived for, I think, 14 days or something like that on Twitch. So if you want to see it again, you can always check out a specific spot like TiVo. Anybody remember TiVo? Like DVR, I guess. Alright guys. Yes, thank you so much. And we will see you maybe probably tomorrow. So take care and chat with me on the Discord and ask me all the questions, and we'll talk later. Bye.